I traded in my slide rule for a bunch of cameras. Well, if you're going to be a professional, you got to look it, you know. And I got a chance to do a lot of things in different places around the world. Some places in which you probably wouldn't be interested in going. This was in the Siberian Far East. This was our transport, and we were waiting for our pilot to sober up. I always try to hire local talent, you know, as an assistant to help me, but this guy was clearly incompetent. So I had to fire him. Actually, he begged to stay on, but, you know, what are you going to do? You have to put up with a few things when you're traveling in the boondocks of the world, and I'm sure many of you have experienced similar things. Forest leeches in Borneo. They're actually painless, and you sometimes don't even know they're on your arm or leg. And you just think of yourself as a rainforest blood donor. This is someone you don't want to mess with. Remember on the old maps they used to have, you know, where they weren't sure of what the oceans were like, they would say, here be dragons. Well, they were right. This is on Komodo Island in Indonesia. You don't want to be bitten by one of these. They have a very bacterioactive saliva. It will kill you. Speaking of killing you, I've always loved snakes, and I came across this beautiful cobra in northern Kenya, and I had to get photographs of it. So as I was kneeling down to get close to it for photographs, I discovered this wasn't an ordinary cobra. It was a spitting cobra. And fortunately, I had left my Ray-Bans on. You can't, the venom in your eyes would do some serious damage. Doing documentary photography work, you sometimes have to look at oddball things that sometimes help to portray what certain attitudes and feelings are like in a given area and what the region is like. This bullet-riddled sign is a National Wildlife Refuge in Alaska. Barb and I discovered in traveling around here in the West that these enigmatic signs, cattle guard? Is the rustling so bad they have to guard their cattle? We were traveling around looking and seeing all these signs. And then one day on a back road in Wyoming, we found them. A cattle guard. Now here's a sign to get your attention. Except that's kind of stupid. Of course they have right of way. If you don't think so, I tried to challenge it one time. This is not photoshopped. This, many years ago on the highway north of Las Vegas, I found this sign. And I thought, one of two things. Either somebody had a great sense of humor, or they got there too late. Sometimes a single photograph can tell a story. And this is the saddest photograph I've made. This adult male orangutan was kept caged. This was in an orangutan sanctuary in Sarawak, Borneo. Here's another example of a storytelling photograph. These were being offloaded from a plane that had landed at a runway in the Amazon basin of Peru. Tells you what's happening to the rainforests in the Amazon basin.